Hello, 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 and welcome to this live broadcast. Welcome to Workouts for Older Men Live. I am Skip LaCour. I am so glad you're here today, joining me for today's live broadcast. During today's video, I want to talk about that information that you need to succeed. You hear a lot of people on the internet talking about how all this fitness information is how it's so confusing. They question the integrity, the level of knowledge of the fitness expert. A lot of times it's the younger, really passionate fitness experts. You know, this Workouts for Older Men Live show that I do, it's for guys like you, a little bit older. You want to make fitness a higher priority. You're looking for those next level distinctions. Maybe it's because you got to get your health in line. You're getting older. Can't just assume you're going to be healthy. You got to take charge of your health, your fitness, losing that body fat, building that muscle, making fitness a bigger part of your life. You're a little bit older, you have a busy, productive life, and you're looking for all that information out there. You want what you need, all right, without all the extra stuff, because if you get overwhelmed, it's not sustainable, and maybe you're in that place, just confused, overwhelmed, can't find the strategies. Right, you're looking all over. And the one thing that I hear is that, why is it so confusing? Why aren't I getting the information? Is someone just trying to sell me something? Right, why are they making it so confusing? Is that fitness expert, is he just incompetent? Right, because a smart guy like you, right, a smart guy like me, if we can't figure it out, must be something that expert's doing, or we may think that, right? Our breakthrough is in some strategy out there that we just haven't found yet, that we just can't get. Here's another thing I hear as you're looking for this information, is that isn't real. Everything is so fake on the internet. You even hear this from the other fitness experts, right? They're telling you everything is fake. They're using fake weights. They don't live that life. They're just a big phony. All right? So when you're hearing all these things, how do you get through all of that and get the information that you need to succeed? Because all you want to do is be fit, be healthy, build that muscle, lose that body fat, and you got to go on. You want to continue with your successful life with your family and your business. You don't want to obsess about this training, but how do you get the information that you need? I'm going to help you climb inside the mind of some fitness experts, right? Or do our best guess. Tell you from my perspective. I'm going to tell you some frustration that I have helping you break through. Because, look, I've been doing this for a long time. I've helped men just like you in your position for years. I'm going through that myself on a 30-year plus journey. I know what it's going to take for you to get from point A to point B with absolute certainty. This is just a new journey for you, right? You just haven't cracked the code. I'm going to help you do that during today's Workouts for Older Men Live show. Give you that objectivity and perspective so you can take control of your own fitness destiny. Even though it may seem so confusing, so overwhelmed, you're doubting the integrity or the level of knowledge from the fitness experts out there. And again, we in the fitness expert, what we focus on, sometimes we're throwing daggers, we're throwing rocks at other fitness experts only to leave you even more confused in this whole mess. I want to help you break through during today's live broadcast. When you come on to this live broadcast, make sure that you say hello. If you're watching a replay version, post your comments, your questions, suggestions down below. Say hello. I'll always acknowledge you for being here, whether I do it at the end of this broadcast or I do it when I log up. But I will interact with you. I will acknowledge you for being here. So I'm going to do one more set. I'm going to help you get some insight knowledge from my point of view to help you crack the code with your fitness sooner rather than later without all the frustration, confusion, and overwhelm. Again, I am so glad you're here joining me, even entertaining what I have to say to help you get to the next level. All right, guys, hello again. I'm so glad you're here joining me for our continual connection workouts for older men live. You're a little bit older, you have a busy, productive life, you're looking for the strategies. I'm your man, I'm your coach, I'm your friend, I'm your virtual training partner to help you find those distinctions and strategies to get you to the next level, whether they're mental, emotional, or it's a specific training or eating strategy. That's what I want to talk about today. Tell me if you felt this way, and tell me if you witnessed this on the internet. So you're looking for the information. It seems so confusing. All the fitness experts, they seem to, number one, contradict each other. Number two, they throw stones. They criticize all the other fitness experts, which really doesn't do you any good because it just confuses you, right? You're an adult man. You got a lot of things to do besides being fit and healthy. You just want the strategies and go on to build upon that successful life with your family and your business, right? You don't want fitness to overtake you. It's not your identity. It's not your career like the fitness experts. All you want are the strategies that you need so you can get the heck out of the gym and live that life. You enjoy it, but you don't want it to consume your life. Right? Sometimes it seems like the strategies are doing that. All right, so all the information seems conflicting. The fitness experts all criticize each other. Right? And here's the other thing. You're always warned. They don't really lift those weights. They don't really live that life. Everything's just phony on the internet. I mean, this is making it a lot more confusing than it has to be. I'm going to tell you something. One thing that you guys love about me, something that you continually hear, is how I just am straightforward. Don't try to make it extra fancy. Don't try to tell you how smart I am. It's just the basics that work. I like to work in the 80-20 rule. Right? What are the 20 things out of the 100 that make 80% of the impact? Because if you're an older man, you got a busy, productive life, right? You just have to know what your 20 are and get better and better at those. You don't need to worry about all that stuff. But here's the challenge, and I want to know if you're falling for this too, is so here I am just pounding the basics over and over and over again. You know what? I know it's not for everybody. I know that there's a certain part, and that's what they love about the fitness experts, that there's always some shiny object, something new. If they look in the mirror, they don't see the gains, it's because of some secret strategy that they just haven't heard yet, and they continually look. All right? I want to do just the opposite, and the men who are attracted to my message, they get that. They just are looking for the 20 to get better. It doesn't have to be fancy, whatever it takes, right? But the challenge sometimes that even I go through is that I'm pounding down the basics that work. Look, I've been extreme. I've been doing this for 30 years as a 6-time national champion drug-free bodybuilder. I could wow you with all the little distinctions I know, and some guys, oh, tell me, right? Oh, good, I love those little tips. Those little tips, if you're 20 pounds overweight, if you can't be consistent with your training, you don't need those tricks. You need to know what the basics are and do it over and over again. And sometimes I might bore myself when I know I have this tool chest with all these things that can wow you, right? Because I know many of you think that the next level is in these shiny distinctions. So I got to stay true to me. And that's what you'll just hear, right, over and over again, right, are those distinctions. Right? I don't get caught up in the negativity of all the other fitness experts, the gossip that can get a lot of clicks, right? Because that's not what the guys who get this are for. That's not what they're all about, right? The basics that work. And now, how about that extreme nature that they don't live that life, they don't lift those weights, those are fake or whatever. Let me just tell you something about the internet. And it's something that the general population, you might be putting pressure on them. Right, to do something extreme, because let me just tell you something, to get your attention on this internet, there's 7 billion people on the planet, right? A lot of channels, a lot of platforms, a lot of experts. If they don't do something extreme, it's not going to get your attention, right? You're going to say, show me something new. Well, that, right? And I even found myself, let me tell you a quick story, a couple of quick stories to emphasize what I'm telling you is that, I'm taking a group of men through a 12-week fitness transformation journey. Older men, busy, productive lives. This group that I specialize in, all right? And again, I pound that 80-20 rule, right? So they can just get the results. They don't get distracted. And I'm telling them, look, I know I know some things. I could wow you with these little details. I talked about neuro-linguistic program that I do to summon the power before every set. All right, I talked about how when you're doing a dumbbell press, if you put the weight in the inner part of your hand, when you push up, you're going to just feel it a little bit in the shoulders. Right? I said, but that's not what you need. If you're 20 pounds overweight, you can't get yourself to fall through, you're not even tracking how much food you're eating, that isn't what you need. Quit looking for those shiny objects. Right? And after that was the whole theme of the weekly group coaching call, you know, a gentleman, really, again, a smart guy like you, successful, good guy, right? Smart enough to be part of the 12-week fitness transformation. And by the way, there's still time. I'll put that link below if you want to join me for this with some one-on-one coaching and the group coaching. And when it was over, he said, you know, I got to review this. I was looking for feedback, what they found most valuable, and he said, you know, I got to review this because what you were saying about these little distinctions, that really interested me. So it was going exactly against my point. Here's another thing too. At this age, if you watch the old videos, you see how much weight I lift. A lot of guys think I'm lifting a lot of weight now. Let me just tell you, I'm effective with weight. I'm not taking a risk. I really understand the mind-muscle connection with the weight I lift, right? I don't have a training partner. I'm training alone, right? So I'm being smart about the approach because I understand how weight training fits into the context of the big picture. You know, I'm telling you, it's really true that even though there's a lot of emphasis on training, that's not what's going to change your body as quickly as you might think, the training. Some guys think, I just train so heavy. What's a routine for a normal guy? You lift so heavy. And some say, is that as much weight as you use? Is that just warm-up weight for you? Are you maxing out there, right? The extreme, right? And I'm thinking, I can tell you extreme things. I can lift extreme weights, but that's not how I live. I'm the product. And that's not what men who have busy, productive lives, that's what they're hearing all over, the extreme. Extreme. That's what's interesting. That's what breaks through the 7 billion people on the planet and all the noise. And that's not what you need. So you see that contradiction, right? Don't fall prey to that. Don't fall prey to that. When you find a master at what they're doing, they help you get what you want. Remember what your goal is, how much weight you lift, what it looks like and everything. That's part of a process. You're doing all this process for results, all right? Hey, reach out to me. Go to skiplacour.com. Check out the special section of videos where I break down all of this for older men with busy, productive lives. It will help you. Get on my email list for alerts. Reach out to me. I'm going to post a questionnaire down below that you can click, fill out that questionnaire. I'll reach out to you, help you solve your challenge, help you get clear, get focused, help you free yourself from getting caught up in all the distractions of the negativity, of the doubting, the information that's there, looking for the shiny object, that next strategy that really doesn't make a difference, all right? Or the extreme measures to get your attention. I'll help you break through if you're really committed to get to the other side. So click that link down below, fill out the questionnaire, and thank you so much for joining me for this Workouts for Older Men Live. I am so glad you're here. So, hey, when you're a little bit older, we got more time behind us than we do in front of us. We got to take on the day. Our fitness, our health, working out, eating, but also our productivity in life, our connection with the people we care about most. We've got to do that with a sense of urgency now that we got more time behind us than in front of us. So have a great day. Have an outstanding day. Have an awesome day. Think big, but think bigger than getting bigger.